Right now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We've got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call, powered by FanDuel Sportsbook.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome inside the Fan Cave. This is the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. We do it here live on Pittsburgh CW and simulcast on 93.7 The Fan. Bob Pompeani here. Chris Mueller from the PM team is up at 93.7 The Fan. Chris, good evening to you. And first, I want to talk about the fact that lots of quarterback news happened today, and interesting stuff. First off, the one guy in Arizona who I thought would get a contract before anyone else was Kyler Murray, but apparently that's not happening because the GM and Cliff Kingsbury got new deals. We'll start there. What does that mean for Kyler Murray, who's been kind of playing this little game on social media that makes you wonder where his head is at?
I mean, it makes me think that they want to see more tangible improvement from him before they commit long term. That's been the main knock since he posted that. He kind of started acting weird on Instagram, and then his agent posted that very bizarre 600-word rambling missive. I think the Cardinals are saying we believe in our coach, we believe in our general manager, and we're about 95% certain we believe in our quarterback, but that other 5% is why he's going to have to prove that he's gotten better since last year ended, that there's got to be some sort of improvement. Because I'll be honest with you, I don't know about you, Bob, the eye test more than anything for me, does Kyler Murray look like a different, and in a good way, quarterback than when he came in as a rookie? Like, is there something when you watch Cardinals games that makes you think,
no,
oh yeah, Kyler Murray, he wouldn't have made that throw a couple years ago? Not really.
No, I know another interesting note was that Jimmy G, and I've seen stories now that indicate the Steelers are very much interested. I don't believe that. I never have, but that doesn't mean it won't happen. But the price may be going down, and I wonder about his situation now that, shoulder surgery, and he's not going to be able to throw for a long time, several months anyway. Would you still be interested? And if so, what do you think the price tag would be for him?
I mean, if the price tag's a fourth or a fifth rounder, I think John Clayton speculated that today on the show. I was not on the show today. I had to take a day off.
I heard about it. In fact, I thought you weren't going to be here tonight. I saw that you were off, and I said, okay, now I wonder who's filling in. But you actually...
Well, it was more of my wife had to work, Bob, so one of us had to stay behind here.
So you
she
weren't
was already,
sick.
pot committed, No. Little guy was sick. He's doing better. Anyway, I know John said that a fourth or fifth rounder suddenly might be able to get you Jimmy G because of this surgery. That's a tantalizing price because it really, how often do fifth-round picks pan out, right? It really is not a lot. That having been said, you know what puts me off about the shoulder surgery more than anything else? And this is to say nothing about everything else about Jimmy G, where he's probably a guy who's been equal parts along for the ride and occasionally the cause of good things there, but more probably the former. You'd want him to throw with his new teammates, would you not? Like, as soon as possible,
right.
Start developing a rapport, get in there and be throwing balls to Chase Claypool or throw balls to Deontay Johnson. So if this surgery is going to prevent him from throwing for a while and then you're a team acquiring him, suddenly some of that valuable time that we always hear about great quarterback wideout combos that they get isn't there for you, and that starts you off a little bit behind.
The other news that came out of the Combine, apparently out in Seattle, they're saying they're not going, at least Pete Carroll said so, that Russell Wilson's going nowhere. And then in Los Angeles, apparently McDaniel said you're not going to do anything with Derek Carr except keep him there. So that means the quarterback market changes. That also means trades are not going to be possible with those guys, you would think, based on what these guys say. So what does that do to the price tag of some of the other guys who are free agents?
Well, I think it drives Mitch Trubisky's price tag up, even though I think there is ample reason to think that that might blow up in somebody's face. I know people are saying nice things about him, but still, he's a mystery. Drives Jameis Winston's price tag up. Do you see our guy famous Jameis working out on the exercise ball there? Oh, he's doing all sorts of new age training. I love it. It does drive up the price, though. It's supply and demand, Bob. Economics 101, a class that I probably barely passed, if I can remember correctly, at Penn State, but it's easy. When there's less supply and the demand stays static, the price goes up for the guys that are available out there, whether it be via trade, although we just covered Garoppolo's unique circumstance, or free agents. So gets a little bit more expensive if you really want to find a veteran quarterback. And
I think it also affects the draft because there are teams that need quarterbacks, and some of them may have thought, well, I'm going to go trade route, I'm going to go free agent route. Now all of a sudden their best bet may be going into this draft. And that means, and you can look at a handful of teams that need quarterbacks, You wonder what that means for Pickett. You wonder what that means for Willis, who had good things to say about this. They all have good things to say about every team. You would expect that today. But we'll talk more about that on the flip side of this. We have to go to a break. We want your phone calls and opinions, too, on this and other stuff as the Penguins watched on a day off. They got some real tough games coming up. The Rangers won, come from behind against the Blues tonight. We'll talk about the Penguins and other stuff right here. This is the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call, 7 nights a week, Pittsburgh CW and 93.7 The Fan.